Hello again. I'm sorry that it's been quite a long time since we had a conversation. I've been really busy doing things for a local community magazine that I put together, and that took some doing this time. Well, I was asked today whether someone could heal themselves by someone who had been taking a healing course, a spiritual healing course that is, and had been told that, of course, you mustn't or you can't give healing to yourself. And I was totally amazed by this. She was suffering a little bit with aches and pains, and she hadn't actually asked for any healing for herself when she had been on her own, in bed at night, for instance, you see. So while I was quite happy to offer healing, I said to her, but you can ask for healing, because if you were unable to ask for healing, what would be the point of anything? And it gave me pause for thought. And I thought, well, if this lady has been told that by someone who's an accredited healer with an accredited healing organisation, a spiritualist organisation, a big one at that, and how many other people think along the same lines and are denying themselves the rightful fruits of their own labours in the spiritual field. And if you're wondering how one does this, if you're not aware, it's by opening up to spirit, good spirit, and asking for help in the same way that you would open up and ask for help for anyone else who was suffering, that you wish to lay hands on, or that you wish to give absent healing to. I shall have to turn that off, of course, because we will be troubled greatly by this buzzing noise. Modern appliances being what they are. So I thought it's just very important to perhaps stress the method by which we offer healing, and thereby can receive healing for ourselves. And I said to her, how on earth do you think that I have managed all this time when I've had all sorts of different bits and bobs wrong with me, as everybody does get, unless they're very, very fortunate. And I've had wonderful examples to myself of the benefit of healing. So I thought, well, I better pass this understanding on, just in case people are getting the wrong end of the stick and think that they are not allowed to receive healing for themselves, or that they can't do it. So the thing is that we open up just in the very same way that we would want to give healing to somebody else, and as I said, either by the laying on of hands, or contact healing, or distant healing, absent healing. And I would suggest that you start with a little prayer, and you say, Dear God, I want to open myself up to all that's good in the universe, and I wish to ask for healing for myself in the name of love and truth and light. Something like that. Whatever feels comfortable with you, a little prayer, something like that. Because we're all lights, and our light glows brighter when we're trying to communicate with that great vast spirit that cares for all of us. And it will fill you with a sense of warmth. You will feel infused with warmth, an inner light, and you can have a conversation just like you would if you were giving healing to somebody else. You would say to your guides and helpers, this person, wouldn't you? You would say this person needs healing, perhaps for their inner self, and then perhaps they've told you their ailments. You talk about that to them, and then you leave it in their hands. If you like, it's left in God's hands. But our guides and helpers, those of us who understand about such matters, know that they will take note and that they will effect a healing. Now, this doesn't mean to say a cure for all ills, but healing has many different facets. You know, healing can make you feel comfortable. It can make you feel happy when you've been sad. It can certainly ease pain, and it can make people feel more calm and relaxed when they are in extremes of upset or anguish, whether in mind, body or spirit. And in the same way, it can help us. So we can feel a pain, and we can ask if that pain may be alleviated for us. And we could even lay hands on ourselves. You know, a healer's hands can be very warm. And you can feel yourself, if you put your hands now, as you've been listening to me, put your hand perhaps on your knees, on some part that is probleming to you. Perhaps your chest is a worry to you. You will feel that warmth, which isn't from you. It's from the Almighty ultimately, but it's from those who would help us in the realms of spirit, in the realms of love and light. There. So you see, it's very, very simple. You just have to ask, and not to labour a point. Jesus said, you know, ask and it shall be given unto you. And that's really what he was talking about, because of course he was this wonderful, great healer, and he knew all there was to know about healing. So just ask and you will get help. That's what I can promise you. You don't need any religious belief or anything like that. You can just ask. And, you know, I do believe, of course, in God. And I believe in God as Father and Mother to us all one big family of spirit with the Great Spirit. And would a good father and mother deny their child anything? And in that same way, we will not be denied anything. And just hope that you feel a bit better now in yourself, to know, like my friend who asked me the question that started this all off, can I give healing to myself? The answer is yes, absolutely you can. And don't listen to anybody who says you can't. You can quote me if you like, and they might shut up. So I wish you very well. I'll end our conversation with a little prayer for you and for me. And I will say, dear God, we thank you for all the blessings and the mercies that you've shown to us, to bring us this far in our life, to have got us through all the pains and worries and anxieties of our life so far. And we trust that your angels, our guides and helpers, will help us to overcome all the aches and pains that we are suffering, all the anxieties, everything that ails us today. We know that you will help us in this way, and we know that we will ourselves be healed as we wish to give healing to others too. We ask all this in the name of love and light, and in your truth. Amen. There. So you see, you will feel better, because that's how it goes. And this has been a Remembrance Day. It's just passed now, the 11th of November, and it was a day full of remembrance of conflict, of war, of man's inhumanity to man. And it's so nice to be able to feel that in our own way, each of us who have a spiritual nature, that we can ask for peace for all those who are suffering. I'll say goodbye.